All right. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Cool. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. Time for live trading. And the market's looking nice. We had CPI yesterday with a big sell-off. And we just took out some sell-side liquidity right here in this gap on the dollar. And from there, we see some reaction to the upside. I think I'm pretty neutral right now on dollar. I want to see what we do inside this area. Rocket upwards or not. We'll see. Yesterday I took a trade on gold during the New York session. Right here. Well, got stopped out. And that is it. So for the session, my main pair is going to be gold. I want to see a smart money reversal. You guys know how this works, right? We are inside a daily and weekly fair value gap. So what I want to see is price going lower, and then up and up and up. That's the game plan. It's gonna be very simple, very straightforward. So I'm gonna wait for that closer towards the open. So gold is gonna be my main pick. And I rarely trade the first candle upwards, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit, wait for value gap, displacement, all that stuff. Then in 1 hour from now, let me quickly check that. Very soon, the Skool model video will be released on YouTube. And I was trading a Skool model on NASDAQ this morning. Right here, it's very simple. An old high being swept inside a daily CIBI. Market structure shift inside London kill zone, SPT with ES, and target the 1 hour for value gap. Only thing that could mess with the idea is this red line. This is Asia low and also the start of like 4 hour for value gap. Right here. And yeah, that was the case. So I got stopped out on my Skool model. This is by far my favorite entry model, but we are very bullish. So yeah, it doesn't mean it will always work out. So as you see, it was a nice push, but then it just turned around after taking Asia low. So with that in mind, you guys know how this works. I'm just gonna clean up the chart and start a new analysis. So NASDAQ higher, really bullish. And I don't like to just blindly long in these kind of scenarios, so I'm gonna sit on my hands for retracements for indices. I think we can go, and that's the trade-off you have right here for another S&T at the highs. I think we can go lower from here. Like I really want to short this, so I might take another re-entry to the short side, because I don't think we will go up in one go. Right? We need to have some retracements. So we have two options. One is wait out the retracement or short the retracement. I'm leaning towards shorting the retracement. Did you try a short on that? Yes, I already tried a short on NASDAQ. Yes, I shared it a few minutes ago. The Skool model was there. I shared it in my Telegram as well. Where was it? Oh, here. Yeah, after, like, this was a very clean setup, in my opinion. We have a weekly CIBI. Don't forget that. We are now in a weekly bearish value gap. Not on my chart because it's just big blocks, but weekly value gap. Inside the weekly value gap, we take out yesterday's high, break structure, for value gap 1, for value gap 2, boom. Opposed 1 hour array. I took a loss, and yeah, that's fine. And that's what I'm also gonna explain inside the video that's releasing in an hour or very soon here on the YouTube channel. Is Skool model counter trend is by default lower probability. Ideally, what you want is price now going lower, and let's say this is then today's Wednesday, the Wednesday low. On Thursday, we sweep Wednesday low and then start Skool model in the direction where we already trade from. I like to take it like if all the rules are there, liquidity sweep, SMT, market structure shifts, Vega 1, Vega 2, yes, I'm just shooting. And if I take a loss because it's very bullish, that's fine. That's why you are speculating. Cool, so I'm open for gold just going upwards from here. I'm not going to catch bottom and tops because we could rebalance here even more. Let's see, premium discount. We are inside discount, that's nice. If price reacts, I think a long towards this area could be on the cards. But again, no intentional catching bottoms here. We have the open coming. We have no news today for the USD pairs. We have AUD Asia, I guess. Yeah, AUD in Asia session, so nothing much going on. Cool. So DXY, gold, Nasdaq. You know the bias. The bias is higher, but I think you're gonna sell off somewhere or today or tomorrow. I just don't believe that we're just going up in one go. I just don't believe it. We are in a market maker. By now, we will hit these highs. I'm very confident of that. They're very highs. But I want us to do that. Like this. If we don't do that, then I'm not in. So that's gonna be the game plan for me. We are currently in a 1 hour CB. Let's see what we do there. Not 1 hour CB, 50-minute CB. Also no 1 hour bullish reveal gap. So yeah, just chilling until the open. Let's see in 5 minutes what we do. What about gold? No, I got also stopped out on gold. I'm -2 on the week. Gold was so obvious. Alright, gold. This one. The John Kidd was so obvious, but one more time towards the value gap here was not in my playbook. I did not want to trade like this because then the risk to reward did not make sense. I don't take 1 to 2 or 1 to 1 twos. So, I took the risk and lost, and that's fine. I'm good with that. That's the power of risk to reward. So let's say I took 2 losses right now. First week I'm -2, but most of my trades are 1 to 2s, 1 to 3s. So let's say I take 1 to 3 win. I'm up 1% for 1 hour. So I don't panic when I'm in loss for the week because I know 1 win. Just bring it back. So, cool. Oh, we still have the SMT. Cool. Hey T-Bang, hey Usman, hey Bayar Sekan, Mishko, Dream Chaser, welcome back. I'm doing great. How are you? Do you ever think about a system with a higher win rate and lower risk to reward? Yeah, I've tried that. So what I did then was more swing trading with like huge stop losses and huge TPs, like around 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5. I think intraday you can also do it, but I know my setup, I know my model. That is like what I'm teaching, and that's what works for me, and that may be profitable. So even if I think about changing that, I like the way I trade right now. It fits my personality. It fits how I view the market. So yes, I do think about it, but I'm not gonna try it. We're not gonna execute on it. Cool. So ideally, what we're seeing here is a sweep with an SMT with silver. If you want to go up, that's my game plan. for gold. So I'm not gonna take this already. I want to see more. We're open in 3 minutes. Yeah, there's lots to do in the group with all the challenges, with the mini course there. There's a lot to uncover there. Also, the dollar just sold off after CPI, and I'm curious here if we're now setting a potential low of the week, or we're just going to continue to the downside. Higher time frame, I'm neutral. Why am I neutral? Well, we reacted from the order block here and the value gap. This is just very fucking clean. Top of the value gap right there. So for the USD pairs, I'm not touching it today, guys. Not touching. It's more PPI, so that could also give some nice touch. Cool. So it would be awesome if we could sell off at the open. Just like a ridiculous sell-off. Like towards somewhere here, toward this kind of the range. And then we just can take a very nice long entry. That would be absolutely insane. Yeah, you can always try changing up your risk to reward. For most traders, if they chase a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, automatically their win rate will be better because you just have a bigger stop. You get stopped out less before the real move. So definitely something that you could watch. JPY basket. JPY basket. Well, I mentioned in the outlook here as well, like we have the daily bearish value gap. I want to see what we do there. We're gonna leave these lows alone. Okay, cool. Ideally, I want us to create a sell model back to the lows, but I could be wrong there. It looks very bullish. I could be wrong in my bias there, but I just didn't want to take any trades before we hit this daily bearish value. This is my starting point basically for a JPY trade, and I want to see it slow down. If it doesn't slow down, it will just go up, then I'm not in. I don't take a trade. Oh, so my eyes are going to gold. Let's pull up JPY as well on that app. Go. Many times we go for order block instead. When new video about the 0 to 1 million challenge, I stopped making them because I saw that actually nobody cared. I had so little views. I was like, nah. I'm 300k funding, 400k funding on a challenge. 0 to 1 million challenge. So like I create content, and if I don't see eyeballs on the content, I don't make it because I don't make content for me, I make content for others. So I saw that the educational videos are more in demand. That's why I stick to that. And later this year, I'll also do some nice Apex challenges, copy trading again. Hey, Chris, good morning. Ben says eyes on gold too. Yeah, gold is interesting. See, last stream, last Wednesday, we took an insane trade together on the FOMC long, right here, this one. We took the absolute low of the week there, low of the month. And not the low of the month, of course, it's May, but well, it is actually. Yeah, low of the month. Right there. Well, look, this was literally a week ago, guys. We were at 19,600, 700, and now we are at 21. So don't be sad if you missed the move. This is the most insane week you've ever seen. Yeah, I need to hold that. Yeah. No, I took it on a challenge actually, so that the challenge passed, so I could not hold it. Well, I could do it with like a 20% flex, but I don't think the prop firm would care for that. You know, I was 10% and 5%, so I was good. And I don't need that to hold, to be honest. Like I'm good with the money that trade made. Cool. Okay, we're open, and well, we continue where we left off with up only Nasdaq. This is the profile Nasdaq right now. 9:30 opening explosion. New entry model. No, I'm joking, of course. And that is how I try to trade. Like I wait for my model to come, and if it comes, I shoot. So for example, last stream, right here, I took this setup here as well. I took a loss on it on Friday, but look, the buy is good, but it's extra liquidity sweep I didn't expect, so I got stopped out there. But here as well, like I wait for price to come back into a key level, ideally with SMT, and then create structure to the upside. Right there. That's my model, and ideally in line with the order flow. Well, the order flow is bullish, so these trades are very nice. Today on the -1, I took in London session, similar but in short, counter trend. Daily low being swept in a weekly SIBI, SMT, structure. It's all the same, all the same. But now it's a counter trend, so lower probability, and I took the loss for that. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. Want to go long? Be my guest, but I won't be joining you. We have SMT with gold and with silver. Yeah, on the Monday low, right? What do you think of Euro GHF? They're not on my list, so there needs to be a reason for that. Start at the higher time frame. Monthly consolidation. We took out that buy side liquidity there. Daily. Yeah, the reason it's not on my list is I think it's too rangy. Like it's ranging too much, in my opinion. So to give you my opinion, I don't know. I don't know, because I do trade consolidations, and it's consolidating on the monthly, on the weekly, and I would say also on the daily little up to the upside, but like my trades are taking these kind of higher time frame moves. And I try to be in here. Try to be in here. Euro CHF. Oh, did I look? Oh, I looked at the wrong one. My bad. My bad. Thank you for clarifying. I think I'm gonna give you the same analysis. Yeah. Massive daily breaker there. Well, for your position, this is pretty nice. See a 10 if you tap into there. Yeah, I hope it works out, but the reason is it's too rangy for me. I haven't been trading this. It's the same, yeah, Kiko, yeah, I agree. UCGHF, my target is the green line. Okay, cool. Well, we took the lows there. Are still in this weekly SIBI. Yeah, weekly SIBI and now daily BISI. That's neutral for me. They trade higher, close higher, then I would say bullish. Now neutral. Let's see if we can get an aggressive buys, aggressive sells. Probably not. Would be nice. Any thoughts on euro dollar? Well, I am pretty neutral. When we talk about euro dollar, I want to talk about DXY first. My buy is also given in the outlook. I was very curious what we're gonna do inside this daily bearish value gap and the order block here. And it looks like we were respecting it with the Monday high. But how we traded lower, I just don't like that. So I'm honestly neutral on dollar. That means I'm neutral on all the dollar pairs. So also here, liquidity sweep, but there's no clear structure in my opinion. So short-term higher, because dollar is trading lower, obviously. I think if you trade this intraday, this could be a target. Honestly, I'm not in, and that's because I'm neutral on the dollar. That's why I'm sitting on my hands. I need to have more information. My main picks are gold and Nasdaq. Cool, 25 people here. Let's drop the like button. Drop the like button. Destroy it. Yeah, so ideally, again, we want to see an up move. What I see most of the time happening is price stays lower and lower and lower. It goes up like this. Then it goes down one more time. And then the swing high is created for a market structure shift. To have a market structure shift, you need to have a short-term high created. That should be this one then. Ideally, so hypothetically, if we're going to long this, you want now for price to or sweep or create an SMT with silver, and then break structure there with either value gap to trade to the upside. So keep that in mind. If you notice on your trading that you get stopped out a lot because you're in too early, not like this too early, because this was a pretty decent trade, but like don't catch a falling knife early. Let this first high be created, let it sweep, and then go. And if you've seen the A+ setup video, it's always like this. Always this short-term high. And we're early in the session, so we have time on our hands. Would it be a breaker? Yes. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. All the JPY pairs going from external to internal, right? Interesting. Cool. Okay, so here on Nasdaq, if we now displace lower, it could be very interesting. Aggressive buys, aggressive sells. An inversion for value gap. Let's see in 5 minutes if this is still the case. Balanced price range is the overlapping part between a inversion for value gap and a for value gap. I have a dedicated video on my YouTube on it. Do I trade the M5 as well on cross pairs plus spread? Yes, I do. But most of my Forex trades are at least like 10, 15 pips, even on the 5 minute. I don't scalp Forex. Well, this looks good. When we close lower than this is an order block. A cross candle. We need to have closure lower. This is the reason I don't want to long, guys. Exactly here. Why? Like, we are first going lower before we're going higher. Hey, it's Kermani. Welcome back. Welcome back. Cool. So this is the displacement. And now it's time for waiting for the entry. And here's a rule of thumb, which I definitely want you guys to know. If price here does not give an entry, it just goes down in one go, like without any retracements. That is really nice because that's going to be liquidity sweep. It's just one big candle, then you can expect this to happen. Ideally, we are creating a value gap, and then around 10, we can take a nice entry. Also here on the 15-minute order block. Well, let's see what we get. I'll be looking at something like this. Not yet. I want to see what we do inside this level. What I think about the summer markets, especially August. I have a lower hit rate in August for the past 2-3 years. That could be because shitty markets. So like, I don't care about the month. I care about the higher time frame structure. But if you have higher time frame trending conditions, price will deliver to the drawn liquidity very clean. If we're just chopping around on a higher time frame, which we sometimes do at the summer months, like for example on the GHF pairs right now. I don't want to step on any toes, but then you can anticipate on the lower time frames to have a harder time. Okay, so no forward smaller for value gap. A hit rate is the amount of trades I take based on my model, and then I get a hit rate is a win rate. I got more losses in the August months. Last August was horrible. Oh, like everything I touched was not good. No, I did not open a position. No, I'm open for this position. You're again here shorting a very bullish price action. But hey, the structure is there, why not? Also, gold is moving. The red line here is the start of the 1 hour per value gap. But I think, of course, we can rebalance more. This would be the first fair value gap and discount. Yeah, I try in August definitely to lower my frequency of trading for sure. Yes. But if I see my setup, I just take it. That's how I trade. But if you know, okay, I'm probably have like I'm gonna lose all my money in August. Of course, don't trade August. Cool. So I'm just basically waiting for an entry, and we have 10 a.m. a new 4-hour candle coming in 2 minutes. So I'm anticipating price to go lower based on the open as well. We are very fucking bullish on the higher time frame, guys, so don't underestimate that. That shorts on a higher time bullish price action could be difficult, could be choppy. But I would like price to come back in somewhere in this area. That's where I'm basically waiting for to see what we do. And I think closer to 10 a.m. I will see that. Gold's rejecting a 15-meter value gap. Yes, and in 1 minute from now, it will even create a bearish value gap on the 1 hour. I know. Boom. So I'm in no rush today, guys, and you shouldn't be either. Just let price tell you what to do. Price gives an entry, you take it. The price does not give an entry, you just chill. Like, showing up here does not mean we need to press the button. Showing up here is see, okay, does our setup come? If yes, and we see that's good, you press the button. If it's not, you don't press the button. That's it. And don't let this fool you. I can actually remove it to release the pressure if you feel pressured by it. I'm just going to see in the coming few minutes, what do we do in this area? Same on the right side, on the yes. Also for value gaps, S&T at the highs. And with order block breaker, let's see what we do there. If we don't do that, there's no entry. Time from the right side is also the 5 minute. Cool, so let's see what we do here. Exciting times, exciting times. Do you feel anxious yet? Waiting what's to come. Just chill. Just chill. If there is a swing high created. So no entries yet, just waiting. Interest to see dollar going up. That's interesting. JPY basket, I'm eyeing this, like we are in this daily bearish value gap. We're quite bullish, but we could react. We have very clean lows here. What I'm gonna also monitor after stream, let's say this liquidity sweep, I will wait for price to sweep this low or this low, ideally this low. And then use that for a sell model. If it doesn't come, I'm just gonna wait out. Because then JPY probably will go higher. I'm open for a bearish reaction here. Also, this looks interesting. In 3 minutes, there's probably a swing high created. My drawn liquidity on NASDAQ, there are a few. Like, let's say hypothetically you want to go lower. Then I would say this 1 hour for value gap is the first for value gap in this kind of the range. I think we can retrace a bit before going higher. But I don't want to gamble on when, so I'm just gonna let price tell me. That's why I'm not in already. Like now we hit the balanced price range, which I like. So if we start to break down from here, I'm open for a short. But be patient. On the current price action, there is nothing that says to me you want to go lower yet, so then just wait. Price goes higher, I'm not in, I'm just chilling. I'll come back later. This to me, when we now break down, I would say that is an A+ setup. And yes, it's an A+ setup even when counter trends. Liquidity sweep into key level, New York kill zone for NASDAQ. Aggressive buys, aggressive sells, we come back to the balanced price range. We now trade lower, that is something I would take, yes. Also see how we tapped into this. The bodies are closing in the like up here. That's interesting. I think we're getting close to an entry. I'm open to try this. Let's see. There, stop I for a 1 to 2. I think I pressed the button too early. I was anticipating this candle to close lower to just displace. That's a shame. Entry's not very good. The idea is still the same. You sometimes see it, you take a trade and it immediately goes to your drawdown. Yeah, that's part of it. It can happen. That's the idea. Worst thing can happen is that you take a -1, and that's how you should approach it. Well, now it's just waiting. Chilling and waiting. Yeah, gold takes its time. Ideally, another sweep with an SMT. Because this, of course, not a nice displacement range. I don't like that. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about gold makes a lot of Asia lows. So let's say today we, like in the session, we don't do it, and when I'm asleep during Asia, then Asia it makes it makes the move. See, it does it so many times. Let's see if I can show you an example of this. Oh, recently the lows are made. Oh, here, Thursday. Last Thursday. Here, Wednesday, the high here. Here's the high, the open. Yeah, so just let the setup come to you. Just like we did with NASDAQ. Like this is the setup, and yeah, worst thing can happen, it's a -1, and yeah, that's fine. I'm good with this setup. I like it. Swing high created in the balanced price range. It's the overlaying part between the fair value gap and inversion fair value gap. After we sweep liquidity inside a weekly CB, we have so much to rebalance. And if this doesn't work out, fine. That's fine. That's what you play. And if it does work out, nice. That's the setup. And the reason I took this as my drawn liquidity because it's this kind of the range. I hope that makes sense. And yes, it sucks that when you take an entry that it goes immediately inside your drawdown. That will give you anxiety, stress. Oh no, I'm wrong. I want to take the trade off. But most trades you will get in drawdown first. Why is, let's say you want to short, and let's say this is your area where you want to go short. Price will come back to that area. Here's where you take it, but price can go deeper into that area before setting off. That's fine. Like you don't need to catch the exact to the pip entry. That's why I have a stop loss. That's why I have drawdown. So being in drawdown is very normal. It sucks. It's uncomfortable, but it's very normal. I still hate it after all these years. But you get used to it. And the best part, the best question to answer yourself is, am I okay with the -1? That's the biggest question. Because for most of you, unprofitable traders, here is where it gets wrong. Like you took too much lot size, and now you're in the trade, you're in the drawdown, and you shouldn't have entered in the first place, the B setup, blah, blah, blah. That's where you get anxious. Focus on what you can control. Your lot size, your stop loss, your TP, and where you enter. Markets have been unnecessarily hard lately, just been studying price action. Cool. Premium discount. What I look for premium discount is the start of the displacement leg. So which swing lows started the move upwards. That is on the 4 hour right there. Swing low, swing high. And here is discount. Well, while we wait on that, let's see. Maybe JPY is going to make some move lower. How are our friends in the crypto space doing? Bitcoin is going lower. With another bullish for value gap here on the weekly. Well, this is very boring price action. I don't like it that we just chill here for so long. We're in the same range for over 40 minutes already. Cool. I will leave the stream on for a few more minutes. It's almost 10:30. Well, the game plan is very clear. Like I already took a trade on NASDAQ, the short idea. Doesn't do anything, so I don't like that. I like price to trade away faster than this. Let's see what we have after stream. For gold, I'm looking for potential longs. Ideally, after we sweep this liquidity first. And otherwise, I'll be looking for that tomorrow. It depends on how we move from here. If we just sell out very aggressively, I'm just gonna wait. That's everything I had to share with you guys today. Cool, so new 15-minute candle. The 15-minute does look very nice. But hey, let's just see what happens. I'm afraid for the worst. But that's why I have a stop loss. You just wait, you sit in your drawdown. You feel the uncomfortable feeling here. And let the trading gods do the rest. Cool, and if this trade doesn't work out, I'm going to stop shorting NASDAQ for a while. Until we make the retracement. But otherwise, I'm just catching a falling knife, but then vice versa. Catching a rocket ship, trying to sit on a rocket ship, but goes to the moon. But let's see. Cool, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure after stream you check out my new video. It's about the Skool model. It's the model you find in the group, in the Skool group. And it's the exact model I used to get funded, get payouts. It's a very easy model. It's a very easy model. So make sure you check it out. And hope you enjoyed today. If you did, make sure you press the like button, drop a W in the chat. And then I'll see you all later. Have fun. Enjoy the new video, new teaching. When there's questions, feel free to ask them in the Skool group. And enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Cool. See you all later. Bye-bye.